You're listening to Filmmakers Drinking Bourbon. Hey, what's up, Internet? It's Brandon.
And this is Alex.
And we're filmmakers.
And we're also drinking bourbon.
Yes, we are, buddy. Cheers.
Cheers.
What do we got today? Oh, yeah.
What is
That's
this
nice.
and where's it from?
That is a beautiful bourbon from Watershed Distillery out of Columbus, Ohio.
Local here.
Yeah.
They make some good stuff.
It's really good. And
what'd you do with it?
Well,
it's a little sweeter than traditional bourbon.
Yeah, made an old fashioned.
Ah, okay.
And so it's really good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
What's on the docket for today? Huh?
Well, we've got some awesome things. We've got the team from 3DR. Drones is going to be on.
Yeah.
And we're drinking Watershed,
which
is exciting because we have been invited by Watershed.
Got a little special event.
We've been invited by Watershed. Next week we have a special episode, our first ever live podcast, live to tape, but live at an event. Yeah. Where we're going to help kick off the launch party for a new product where they have actually taken the old-fashioned...
They took what you made right here.
And put it in a bottle.
Made it really easy for the consumer.
So we're going to be kicking off the Watershed old-fashioned launch party where we're going to interview Greg, the head distiller.
Yep.
It's going to be really cool, a lot of fun.
Some audience reactions. Yeah.
It's going to be cool.
Really cool, man. I'm excited for
that. So that's good. But I believe we've got Roger on the phone.
I want to hear about 3DR.
So
dial him up, dude.
Let's get into it and let's see if we can get Dave to dial in. I think he's over in London right now at having a meeting or something.
Work your magic.
He's eating fish and chips.
Do your little dial.
All right, here we go. Dave, let's dial him in. Change the switchboard over there. Hey, Roger, you in?
Hey, guys.
Roger.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, I didn't know the phone lines across the ocean there could get a little sketchy sometimes.
Yeah, I don't think we're on a phone call, though, guys.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We got the magic of modern technology.
We're on the old internet machine.
We are there. We've made it. It's a watershed moment, you guys.
Nice.
Watershed.
Oh, look at you.
Hey,
Segway master. Sign him up for the show.
Nice. So Roger from 3DR, huh?
Yeah, man. So tell us a little bit. Give us the brief overview. A lot of people know what drones are, and you guys made a huge splash at NAB this year. I think you got best drone of the show. But you guys do more than just make drones. So 3DR Robotics, go.
Yeah, man. We did win Best Drone, and we were really thrilled about that. That was back in April, and it was when we launched Solo. And Solo is our flagship's first smart. It's got these two computers in it that work in addition to the autopilot. And that sounds a little bit wonky. And so the reason that we have it, though, is because it really powerful automatic sonar. It's like aerial motion control, and it's like having a camera crew in your backpack. It's really the most powerful aerial video tool that you can buy, and we've made getting the shot easy for anyone from beginning,
for sure,
or all the way up to pros.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a really great aerial tool.
That's cool, man. Just so you know, I think for the listeners, we're getting a little interference right now, so there might be a little delay. But I want to elaborate. If you missed anything that he said, 3DR makes a wonderful drone. This thing flies autonomously. It has programming patterns. You can set waypoints. You can set flight patterns. You can essentially set up your shot ahead of time, hit go, and the drone will keep focus on your subject or your point of interest, and you can get your shot, and then you can recover and then fly it manually if you'd like, or it'll land itself. This thing is really sharp. We're going to put their promotional video up on FTBpodcast.com.
Unbelievable video. Roger, is this the one that follows you, too?
Yeah, actually, 3DR unveiled the world's very first follow drone, and it was actually our Iris Plus, and that was maybe about a year and a half ago. So we pioneered follow drone technology over to Solo.
Yeah.
But it's like this dynamic follow me, so you can have it behind you, and you can hit orbit while it's following you, and it will catch up and circle like around a car, you know,
while maintaining the focus on the object.
While maintaining the focus on the moving object.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's just, yeah. It's got me super excited. I actually we had the Phantom 2, and it's been great, but recently I crashed it because I'm always pushing the limit to get the shot I want, and so now I'm in the market, and I've been looking around, and I'm definitely at this point. I've been looking, and I'm pretty sure the next purchase I'm going to go with the Solo, and I'm going to be able to see what that little guy can do, because for the price point and what it can do, it's just a great tool for any filmmaker, whether you're on a company like myself who has a small company, or if you're just a single shooter. It's a great tool that it's pretty accessible. So really excited about what you guys are doing over there.
Yeah, man. It's great for pro drone cinema pilots. They will totally appreciate it. I mean, it can do things automatically that for serious pro drone pilots just simply cannot do. Like, we have automated the entire camera moving process, right? Like 5-axis, and it eases itself in and out of its frames, so like your fallible thumbs don't even. And you guys were talking earlier, everything else. What's really cool about Solo is that you, like, halfway through your very first flight, even if you are a beginner and you've never flown a drone before, I guarantee that halfway through your first flight, you're going to forget that the drone is even in the sky, because you're looking down at the camera. It's like you're playing a video game. You're in that the first person view, and that's all it is. It's you automate the thing, you press play, and Solo is so automatic, it's so reliable, and these smart shots are so on point, man, that you don't even think there's a drone up there. And that's what we want. We want you to be so confident in your own ability, and then Solo's autonomous not there, and you're just a camera operator.
That's awesome. Yeah. So is it is it like a joystick thing with a controller? Is it off your phone? I mean, how's the drone controlled and programmed?
Yeah, man. So we've got a controller, and you have a GoPro wireless feed, and it goes from about a half mile out to the drone, and you can get HD displayed on your iPhone or your Android device or an iPad. And so the controller, that mounts to the controller. Everything is wireless.
Half mile.
And so like the controller itself, it was cool when we were making it. You go into the engineering controller, their desks were like scattered with all these shells of Xbox controllers, right? And like what we were trying to do is give, the consumer like a beginning pilot, like this is like a reference for you. It's like, hey, it's just like picking up a video game controller. It should feel totally familiar to you. And if you look at it, it's got the joysticks because, you sort of need those right now for, really fine control. But also on it, like all the buttons are intuitive. I mean, I could just show a kid who plays Xbox this controller, and he would be able to tell you what each button, anything about drones. It's got like an emergency brake with your thumb. It's right below one joystick. It's got tilt control. It's got recording. It's got preset gimbal angles that you can toggle between up on the shoulders, like you would have with your Xbox controller. And it's just so intuitive, and it fits so nicely into not only your hands, but into like your whole like techie worldview, right? That you do in a drone. You're holding.
That's really cool.
It's really badass camera in your hands is what it.
That's awesome. So Mike, let's get back to the thing about the reach, the half-mile reach, because so out of the box, if I buy this thing out of the box, I don't have to buy any boosters or extenders to be able to receive the signal, like literally out of the box up to a half mile, and I can plug it into my iPhone for monitoring. Is that correct?
Yeah, but let me correct one thing. There's no plugging, sir. This is it's totally wireless. So it bumps from the GoPro. Then here's the flow. It's really cool. So it goes up to the autopilot computer, right? And then that sends my Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi link is, and then the controller sends that up to your device, right? And it's all done wirelessly. And the amazing thing is that all of that relay takes Pro to your device screen. No wires, and
man.
Yeah, I think we're getting
a lot of breakup.
We're getting a lot of breakup on that section there, so I definitely want to hear that link again.
What it sounds like though is he said GoPro to drone, drone to controller, controller to device.
Yeah, somehow it's all daisy chained wirelessly,
which sounds amazing.
It's all wireless. Yeah, I mean, yes. You want me to? Go again here.
It's just kind of breaking up. We'll get through it the best we can. Again, this is the type of thing on FDB Podcast. We are bringing people from all over the world together. We got listeners in London. You're in London. We got people in New Zealand.
Sometimes a little
sometimes
here.
You get some clouds and some digital noise.
It's real life there, buddy.
It's real life.
That's what we're all about.
So let me ask you this. I think most people on the show are always dying to know the big question, Roger. And that is, what are you watching?
Oh, see, you're going to go there, and I had one more question about the drone.
Well.
But we can go there. Go ahead.
What are you watching?
Yeah, right now, what am I watching?
Yeah, man.
I think the life of one Louis C.K. via his semi-fictional autobiographical series that is just amazing. It's movies, man. That guy is just a genius.
He is.
Rips love Louis, and I've been, right.
Yeah,
all right, that's
fun.
He's
the fact that he started out like directing, shooting, editing, starring in all himself. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's the guy for sure. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've been loving Louis. Let's see, I did Aziz Ansari, Master of None.
Yeah, I really like that. I really like that a lot. I thought it was good.
Yeah, man, he takes these, he explodes these little moments in life, and he draws some meaning out of it, and it's, obviously funny. The dude's funny, but I like a show that can dig into something that's very, out of that, even if it's funny, works your pulmonary system, then your heart's up, and then you can exploit the heart. And I love that that structure of storytelling. Yeah,
that's cool, man.
Awesome.
So why are you over in London? What are you guys doing over there?
We are going to this UK drone show, and it is all these distributors, these drone companies, drone publications, a bunch of media. It's like this really drone-specific conference, and it's going to be huge. And it's it's actually out in Birmingham, and that's what we're going to be doing here. It starts on Saturday, so it's Saturday and Sunday, and we're going to be out there doing demos. We're going to have a booth.
That's awesome. So if you guys. For the listeners tuning in, you're going to hear this tomorrow. Tomorrow, this is Friday, we drop it. Tomorrow, this thing will be going on. Roger, make sure you send us all the links to the thing you guys are going to be at and anything that's of relevance. We'll get that posted up on the site so people can find you guys. We got listeners. I was actually just chatting with one of our listeners from London yesterday. So we got people over there who definitely want to connect if there's opportunity.
I'll disrupt your entire inbox with links, sir.
Perfect.
Nice. Alex, you had a question. What were you going to do?
I did. I want to jump back to the drone for a second. So is it – I know there's some drones that have like a built-in camera. Some use third-party cameras. I know you mentioned GoPro. Is this GoPro only? Is it a mixture of some models have built-in? What's the deal with the camera thing on your drone?
Great, man. That's actually a – it seems like a small question, but I've got like this huge answer for it, if that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so Solo is actually, it's not just a drone. Certain companies will give you a drone that's, you're locked into a certain proprietary camera, and that camera is hooked into the drone. It does not come off, right? And you're stuck with that camera that they have. And it might be a good camera, but, down the line, they might have a better camera. And so in order to get that better drone with a better camera, better flight profile, whatever, I have to go and drop
some more money.
What Solo is more than a drone. It's actually an open platform, right? And so, so Solo is completely open in every way that you could think a drone could evolve. Solo is built to go there. So right now we are totally optimized for
GoPro. Yeah.
They gave us full access to the GoPro. You can control it. You can switch modes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's totally rad, right? So we do have that, and but the gimbal bay, right? The place where that gimbal attaches, and the gimbal is like
the
in the sky, right? So we have an intelligent gimbal, but that gimbal bay is open, meaning that we or anybody else, any other company, even any other individuals who consider themselves like hacking masters, they can build a gimbal that will hook up another camera on it, right? So what's interesting is that, if you want to fly a camera, then a company or worked 3 to develop this new gimbal and then all of a sudden you don't have to buy a new.
Gotcha. So you can adjust, you can hack, you can modify to your needs what it is you're trying to achieve.
That's awesome.
Yeah, what's even better is we are on these converging courses, right? So like drones are getting so popular that these big name camera companies are seeing
Right.
their sensors to like a prosumer market, right? So people that don't have to shut off for an Epic Red, right?
Yeah.
They can miniaturize that camera and they'll take advantage of a drone platform. So what we're seeing these major companies really trying to strip down their camera housing, trying to shrink the size and weight of these big
So you still get the quality in a smaller package.
Yeah,
for sure.
and so absolutely. And so if this does happen, and it looks like it will, there's these converging courses. A platform like Solo is perfectly poised to take advantage of it. And can you imagine what happened if
Absolutely.
that much?
Yeah, well, you'll be able to use all of the flight patterns and the ease of the Solo, but you'll be mounting basically like a Red right on it in the size of a GoPro, and it's going to blow people's minds.
Yeah, I mean, that is a possibility that we have prepared this drone for, and the best thing is, like, we aren't responsible for that. We team up, right? So, like, we have all these people that can work together on this platform, and you can just imagine how fast and how broad it can grow, and it's not locking you into anything.
For
It's
sure.
like
I know a lot of people use the term
today.
future-proof a lot, but that really seems like where you guys are trying to live.
Yeah, and that's a buzzword, but,
Yeah.
I mean, like, the way we think about it is, like, cheesy way. It's like you buy a bottle of wine and then like it gets better like all the time better.
Except you can actually use this and not store it in your basement.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, like, can you imagine? Uncorking a bottle of wine like totally ruins it, right? So it's like you uncork it, you cork it, and yeah, it does just keep getting better.
That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And so yeah, it really does. The one you buy today, we update all the time. We add new features, functionality. If you buy a Solo today, in a year, that Solo will have much
New and the
broader
best stuff. Yeah.
much broader array of abilities.
That's really cool, man. And I think that's a great way to go about it, because I think we all hate, buying, always buying the next best thing. Which brings me to back to NAB, where everyone's releasing the next best thing. And I've got a bone to pick with you guys. I feel violated in that my ping pong abilities were not fully represented, because you guys were playing all day. You were so warm, and I came in cold. And
played them in ping pong.
Their booth. For the listeners, if you weren't at NAB, the 3DR booth had really great booth. They had a cage. You could fly their drones. It was a lot of fun. All the team members are really fun. And they had a ping pong table.
Yeah.
And if you won, you advanced in the round, and eventually you could win a 3DR Solo.
Did you have to play against the Solo?
I'm pretty good at ping pong, but man, like, they had guys that they were ringers. That they were just...
Dude, hey. I'm going to call bull, because I saw you in the men's room, like, smacking that ball on the counter and then back off against the mirror. I know how warm you were.
Calling you
Oh,
out.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I can tell you.
1 minute.
I'll tell you what. If you guys are going to be back this year, me and Alex are going to be there with the podcast.
Tag team it.
And I want to throw down a FDB podcast challenge. We're going to go doubles.
There you go.
You in?
Yeah, dude, I am in. You can mark it down. All
right.
Send me a Google Calendar invite, dude.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, we're gonna
Battle of the century.
we're gonna do a doubles playoff.
FDB versus 3DR.
And and it's going down, and we'll make that a part of the show.
Yep.
Cool. All right. What about the bourbon quotient? Is there like a required
loser buys
quotient
bourbon,
before
bro.
you
Yeah.
buy bourbon?
Here's the thing. Before we play, we are already like 3-4 shots deep.
3DR, 3 drinks.
3 drinks deep.
Oh man! All right, 3 drinks and ready, right?
There you go.
Yep.
3DR, 3 drinks and ready.
Yeah, 3 drinks and ready. Boom, done.
I don't know if you want to, take that as an official tagline, but yeah,
Unofficial.
unofficial. Only on the show.
Off the record, fellows. Yes.
There you go.
Oh, that's fun, man.
Sweet, man. Well, here's another question. So you told us what you're watching. What are you excited about? You guys got anything in the works? Anything you can tease?
I thought you were just meeting me, and I was really excited to answer that question. But
yeah.
For us, as a company, we're launching this thing called Made for Solo. We actually just launched a couple of months ago, and the first products are starting to come in into their own. And so we partner, like I was saying, it's an open platform,
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just having it's got a pin out, and it's like right on the drone, and anyone can tap into this to develop hardware for
Wow.
Solo, right? Basically what we're doing is we're partnering with like household brand names and also startups that no one's ever heard of to really bring these new products to market, to break these new companies in. But we're also partnering with like Kodak, and this is so cool. Kodak is building a 360 VR camera that is made for Solo, right? So it'll pop right onto Solo. We build the drone,
Mm-hmm.
they have technology whatsoever. Like it's like an iPhone. Say you want to come up with an app that tells you where the best bathrooms are nearby. You don't need to build a new phone to have that app in there, right?
Yeah.
So you don't need to build a new drone to be able to take advantage of it. So a camera company like Kodak can leverage our platform to build a drone-specific technology, and we both benefit from that. So yeah, on the high brand name, we've got that too, but we've also got these other startups that have been producing things just for Solo, and when they're partners in the Made for Solo program, the 3DR guarantees that it's like part of the warranty, right? We've tested it. We've worked with them to like through all these gates, right, to see if the product is ready and if it meets our standards. So yeah, it's a really, really cool program. And like because of that, you're going to see this platform just really here. I always say this, but you're going to see this platform really take off. It's going to be amazing. And the next year with Made for Solo is going to, just blow skulls apart.
That is fantastic. So that's kind of in development now. When's that start rolling out with some of the products and some of the partners?
Well, you can go. We've got some prop cards and we got cases going, but like we're going to be dropping the big launches. I think 2016, right? Early 2016, you're going to start seeing the Kodak stuff. We also have these modified cameras from they're rib cage cameras from Backbone, and they're just like it's a GoPro, but they modify it, and it's just dynamite, man. It's like fully justified. It's really an amazing new lens, and they do that, and they make it for the Solo form and for the Solo gimbal, like specifically.
Dude, that's fantastic.
Yeah, man. It's and like this is seriously, we're scratching the surface with the computer power that Solo has. Like we haven't even it's not even sweating. It's sort of laughing at us right now.
But come test me more. Yeah.
Seriously, just wait for the next year, and those people who bought their Solos this year, they're going to just be blown away at what their product is going.
Man, that is awesome. And for the listeners, what do they retail at? What if you want to get a fully on? I got everything I need to just be a baller with this Solo. What am I dropping? Am I at like 1,300, 1,500? What is it?
All right, so you get Solo is priced everywhere at $9.99, and then so you have a mount for your GoPro, and it stabilizes the GoPro. But if you want the gimbal, which has that 5-axis intelligent stabilization, right, that incredible automated cinematic control, that's $3.99. And so then you're probably going to want like an extra battery, which is $150, and then the backpack, which is actually really amazing. You can Solo fits fully assembled into the backpack. You pop it out, you spin the props on, and you're ready to fly. You're ready to acquire your GPS in seriously 1 minute. It's pretty impressive.
Now, do you have to do the little dance like you do with the Phantom where you spin and you flip?
Oh, no, we don't have to do no do-si-do.
The drone-si-do, yeah.
I kind of like the drone-si-do. I kind of like the little dance. People look at you like you're like a Zen master.
Nah, you're just a weirdo.
Yeah, no. It comes calibrated, and and we can walk you through. So tutorial videos will actually walk you through that calibration. We have it in the manual too. So if you want to make super sure that you're calibrated, you can do it. But it comes already set.
That's killer.
Yeah. So do you think that maybe with your open platform, Filmmakers Drinking Bourbon podcast could automate bourbon delivery?
Oh, it would have to be. I mean, sadly, you guys, right now, until we have upgradable motors, we have upgradable batteries, and so until motor and battery technology evolve, you're going to be delivering
maybe like a 4-ounce flask.
Yeah, something? A pound. You could do up to a pound.
Okay, so we could drop off shots.
Yeah, you could drop off shots. I mean, measure it out and put it in like a Ziploc bag, I guess.
Perfect.
And then,
Or like water balloons, bourbon balloons.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
could drop a.
But with the 5-axis stabilization, you don't even have to cover the shot. It's stable. It's not going to spill.
No, man. Hey, Solo gets the shot every time.
Ah.
Yeah. Hey,
Man.
it's cool shots. But yeah, I think you guys might have a problem.
That's right.
Oh man! Well, I'll tell you what,
funny.
you guys you've been a ton of fun. We're really excited to keep the conversation going. Maybe we'll get you guys on the show again. Maybe when you're back in the
stateside,
States.
yeah.
To all the listeners, it's been a little scratchy with the Skype, but you know what? It's been great.
But all that information is going to be on the site. We're going to have all the links.
We're gonna link you up. So we want to keep bringing you great content. And now, Roger, you guys have some really cool swag on your store under your shop. You guys got T-shirts and all sorts of jam. Is it true you guys can throw a little swag bag together for our listeners?
Ding, ding, ding. That's true. Also, I'd like to apologize to your listeners, though. I'm really sorry if it's scratchy. So, yeah, thank you for bearing with it. But, yeah, definitely, we'll reward you with swag. So, yeah, we can give away.
Nice.
We'll give away some swag.
Awesome, man.
Yeah. We'll,
So the way we do it here is pretty simple. If you're listening out there, get on the old Twitter box, the old Twitter machine, and you want to follow 3DR Robotics,
Yes,
and you want to
do.
follow at FDB Podcast, and then you're going to send out a simple tweet. Alex, what's that say?
You want to do 3 things in that tweet. You want to say, mention at FDB Podcast. That's me and you. You want to mention at, what's their Twitter handle?
3DR Robotics.
At 3DR Robotics.
It's at 3D Robotics.
At 3D Robotics. So the
Got
R
it.
is part of
The
robotics.
R is part of robotics.
If you get it. All right. So at FDB Podcast, at 3D Robotics, and you want to use the hashtag what?
FDB giveaway.
Hashtag FDB giveaway. If you do those 3 things, you'll be put in a drawing to win a swag bag.
That's right. And for those of you listening, you may be wondering, hey, whatever happened to the Sennheiser giveaway? We've
well,
adjusted our giveaways. We are now
switched it up.
giving away the giveaway on Monday.
Mondays.
So you have 10 days to enter. You have a longer time to enter.
Which is 3 more days than
and
usual.
on Mondays, that's when we will release it. So the 3DR swag giveaway will be dropped on
10 days from this Friday.
which is
Figure it out there?
the 14th of December.
14th. So, and those will not be on air. Those will be on Twitter and Instagram. So you'll have to follow us on there to find out if you won.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So Roger, thanks so much, man. You've been great, and we'll definitely have you again. We're gonna kick your butt in ping pong, and that's pretty much all there is to it, buddy.
Great, man. Thanks a lot. I really enjoyed talking to you guys. This is a very cool thing you're doing. And again, thanks to the listeners for sure. And apologies.
No,
it's all good, man.
Enjoy
And-
your trip in London.
And all of the links, we'll get everybody connected to the 3DR team on the links at fdbpodcast.com.
We will.
Follow everyone on Twitter. You'll see retweets flying around. It's a beautiful thing to be a filmmaker drinking bourbon.
Flying around. I like what you just did there. Nice.
All right,
guys.
see you, man.
Thanks, Roger.
Don't drink and fly.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Wow, that was
Sweet.
fun.
Man. Yeah, they got a
Yeah.
great product. You know, I remember when you originally discovered it and you were showing me the videos and all the
It's pretty rad.
Oh, it's crazy.
It's epic. So,
Yeah.
so just as a quick recap, I know
Yeah,
some
we
of
gotta
you
go through that.
some of the listeners, some of you may have checked out. You thought, hey, this is breaking up on us. I'm tapping out on this one. That's okay.
We're gonna recover
For
it.
those of you that have stuck around because you care about this kind of
You're
content.
dedicated. You knew that we were going to recap.
We're going to give
We're gonna
you
spell it
a
out.
quick recap.
Yeah.
3DR Robotics
Yes.
makes an awesome drone called the Solo.
It's actually an aerial platform. Brandon.
Absolutely. Is an aerial platform that is open-ended, and it's going to grow with you. So you don't have to keep buying a drone. They will update the firmware. They'll give you the latest and greatest technology. This drone won Best Drone at the 2015 NAB show.
For a few very specific reasons.
It's got automation that is
Yeah.
out of this world. You can set GPS waypoints, tell it,
Yep.
okay, I want to film the water tower.
Yes.
And you can set it
That
out.
water tower's 100 feet high.
And you can set it to say, I want you to circle the water tower.
Uh-huh.
But as it's circling, you can click the water tower as the, quote, point of interest.
Yep.
And the whole time it's circling, it's making sure that the camera is oriented facing the point of interest.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
It's amazing. You
So
can do that. You can do track me or follow me mode.
Yeah.
You can have it spin around you while you're climbing a mountain or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And
it's pretty cool.
Always there. Yeah, like you said, it's viewable on your phone. It's got an Xbox-style controller.
Up to like a quarter mile, right?
Half mile.
Half
is
mile,
what he says.
which is great.
Yeah.
And it's all connected. It's all wireless. I've been looking at it. I was skeptical at first. Sounded too good to be true. I looked at some YouTube reviews, and people were saying, yeah, this thing works.
Yeah.
So
well,
I'm excited.
When and if you get one, I'm excited to see it. I know you will.
Yeah.
You
And it's got follow mode, so I'll follow you around.
Hey, and you won't be able to crash it as easy this time.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's going to be cool.
We'll see.
So other than that, though, they said they're working with some other developers, Kodak and some VR, startups.
Kodak's doing some sort of VR camera for the drone.
Yeah, they said they have this little port on the side that you can tap into and develop software specifically for solo.
Wow.
Yeah. Made for solo, I think is what he said.
Good times.
What else was he saying? He was saying that it retails for $9.99,
Yep.
All in with batteries, the mount,
like
the gimbal, the
15 or something like that.
Yeah, you're under $2,000.
Yeah.
Under $2,000 for a professional drone with the best of the best tech.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, man.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that's what we like to do. We like to bring cool things to the show.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of cool,
What?
what's up with you? What's cool?
I mean, you're cool.
Well, you're cool, but what's going on? What are you excited about these days?
What? You don't want to start with watching? I'll tell you what I've been watching.
All right, we can do that.
I want to start there.
That's fine.
Screw your question.
That's fine.
I'm going to give you my own answer.
Sure.
So I've been to the theater a few times recently.
What'd you see?
I went and saw, before it got out of theaters, I wanted to see Bridge of Spies, the new Spielberg film.
All right.
And it was good.
He's still making films?
Yeah, he is. He's making really good films.
E.T. was really good.
Well, that was a long time ago. But, no, so Bridge of Spies, Tom Hanks, Steven Spielberg. It's about a situation in the Cold War where they captured a Russian spy on U.S. soil, and then an American pilot got shot down spying on Russia.
Gotcha.
So they have to do a little swap-a-roo.
All right.
Little swippy swap and get their man back.
Nice.
But Tom Hanks is a lawyer, and it's basically a courtroom drama.
Cool.
Just beautifully shot, though. So
sounds good.
yeah, I think you dig it.
What have
you been watching?
I've been watching some stuff too.
Yeah, like
I
animated shows with your kids.
No, I finally got to see my favorite director's latest from Jean-Pierre Jeunet.
Yeah.
French filmmaker who's famous for Amélie, Delicatessen, Micmacs.
Talking about Spivet.
T.S. Spivet. Finally,
talking about Spivet.
after 2 or 3 years, this thing finally is available online. You can check it out on Google Play.
And this thing came out a while ago overseas.
Yeah, like 2013.
Yeah.
And it's his first ever English film. It's primarily shot in English. Normally it's French with English subtitles, and this one is all English. And it's set in the Great Western Front of America in Wyoming.
It's a bit of a different
avenue. And it's about a young cartographer, T.S.
Really?
Yeah.
How was it?
And he's making maps and diagrams of everything he sees, and eventually he gets offered an award in Washington, D.C., and he has to leave home to go get this award. So he jumps on a train with some hobos. So it's this little adventure, and it's super surreal.
Wacky
but
encounters. Does he retain his style? His
absolutely
close-ups?
Absolutely. I will say it's definitely it's a different film for him.
Really?
Yeah, the pacing's a little different. The fact that they're speaking in English kind of threw me off.
I wonder if that influenced the way he went about it and
yes,
shot it. And,
maybe. Yeah.
He went a little less art film and a little more mainstream?
I don't know. It feels just a little different.
Huh.
But I would highly recommend it. I'm going to watch it again tonight with my kids. It was a lot of fun. But it was one of those first impressions I was, it's not Amélie. It's not a very long engagement. It's not Micmacs, but it's good.
Thing.
I mean, a lot of the same people are in it. Dominique Pegnon's in it. Baumgartner, what's her name? She's in a lot of the Tim Burton movies.
Baumgartner.
No, not Baumgartner.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah, Bonham Carter.
Yeah,
she's in it.
Bonham Carter.
So anyway, it's good. I liked it.
Cool.
It wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. But I still liked it.
But again, since it's so different, maybe you had an idea in your mind. You just need to rewatch it.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it tonight.
Make sure you weren't
because
tainted
did you know that on Google Play
expectations?
Google Play gives you 48 hours
to view it again.
They give you a 48-hour rental.
Yeah, you rent it. Yeah.
Whereas iTunes is 24 hours.
Exactly. I've never done it. I've never done the Google Play thing.
Yeah.
So we're still on the Apple TV.
We have Apple TV too. We've got both.
But you can do Google Play on Apple TV.
Well, you can just do a wireless stream and then mirror your app, but it's a crappy stream, so I use my Google Chrome in the bedroom.
Nice. There you go.
So
well, cool, man.
Yeah.
You know what? I keep bugging you, but I feel like I got to say this on air.
Yeah.
On this fake live to tape air.
What's that?
I feel like you got to go see Soaked in Bleach.
Oh, the Kurt Cobain
Cobain documentary.
Yeah, it's on my queue.
Dude, it's beautiful.
It's on my queue.
Absolutely beautiful movie.
That's on there along with there's a documentary about Nina Simone.
Yeah.
And there's a documentary about Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of musical documentaries.
Yeah, I mean this one is like they do a bunch of reenactments based on audio tapes that were recorded by the private eye that was hired by Courtney Love to investigate the disappearance, quote unquote, of her husband, Kurt Cobain. And so based on the audio tape, they recreate these situations like cinematically. It's all 2:3:5 widescreen crop, shot on the Alexa. Gorgeous film. Actually, I think it was Red Dragon, but it was beautiful.
Wow.
Absolutely. You need to see it.
That's cool. Yeah. I got a question for you.
What's up?
Every time we talk about movies, you always know what they were shot on, all that crap. Where do you find this information?
So a lot of it, it's funny. I don't know. That's just, who cares, honestly, what it was shot on if it looks pretty? It could have been shot on an iPhone if it looks gorgeous. But I'm just curious because that's my job, to be curious.
Sure.
But a lot of it's on IMDb.
Okay.
You can find it on there under technical specifications. Okay. You can go there and see what it's shot on. If you can't find it there, there's a really cool website called shotonwhat.com.
All right, cool.
Or just Google shot on what.
Shot on what.
Yeah.
All right.
And it'll pop up. You can type in, here's a good idea. Say you're, getting ready to shoot a project.
Right.
And you're going to shoot on these lenses. Like that's what you have access to, or that's what you like. Go to shot on what, and you can search by lens, see what else was shot on that exact lens, and find all these.
See what body it was on.
Well,
like
the lens
and the camera body.
Yeah, and the camera. I mean, you can choose by camera body, by lens, by film stock, by all sorts of stuff.
But just because that movie was shot on that lens doesn't mean your movie's going to look like that.
No. But it gives you an idea of what is capable. What you're capable of. What the equipment's capable of.
You know what we're capable of?
Great things, my friend. Great things.
We're capable of making a short film.
We are, and we're deep in pre-prep for that.
And I just want to jump ahead to the excited. What are we excited about? All day, the past 2 days, we've been hitting the paper, drawing up our shooting boards and getting things ready for next weekend.
Yeah, if you follow us on Instagram, you'll see some behind the scenes, if you will, of us doing storyboards.
So, just as an update, because we've talked about it on the show before, our short film Kill Game will be filmed next weekend. Mm-hmm. December 12th through the 14th.
Yep.
Story about 3 hitmen who sit down to play a friendly game of cards. When
Brad Pitt's in it.
All of a sudden.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, he's not.
All of a sudden, guns are drawn and they're in a stalemate.
They are.
And it's going to be good.
Do they get out?
I don't know. They all die though.
Oh.
They all die.
If you want to go back, I forget what episode it is, but we break down.
I think the title of the episode is called Kill Game.
It must be Kill Game. But we go through the entire thing. We basically ruin it for you and tell you exactly what it's about.
So if you're interested, check that out. But we're really excited about it. And the thing that brings me to a point is I'm really excited that you guys, the listeners, are reaching out to us. We've had some great conversations recently. Mm-hmm. And actually through Twitter, I connected with one of our listeners in London. And it was cool. We were talking about reels and different things, and we had a nice little conversation. And it's just really encouraging to know that we have an active listenership, not just a bunch of bots and spammers out there. We got real listeners who are having real conversations, and it's a lot of fun. So our buddy in London was Damien Swaby.
Oh yeah,
Damien Swaby, and he showed us a sneak peek to his to one of his reels. And so that was cool. We got to see that and chatted about that a little bit. So we're interested to see what he's doing in the coming days. And so we'd love for you guys out there,
anyone else,
just like Damien, send us your reels, send us what's cool, what's going on. It doesn't mean we're immediately going to retweet it or we're going to post it. We do want to have the conversation. And
speaking of that, though, I want to say I'm very sorry.
Okay.
First of all,
right.
Not to you, but to our listeners, because guess what?
What's that?
So there was a little bit of an oversight, a little bit of a discovery here recently.
Yeah.
On Instagram, it doesn't alert you when you get a message from someone that you are not following and that they are not following you. If you go to messages, we have message requests.
We've got all sorts of messages
that we never discovered.
See, Alex here manages Instagram.
I do.
And he's doing a great job, but he doesn't get to the messages.
Well, no, I didn't.
But now he will.
It didn't even alert me.
But now
so
you will.
Anyway, I just logged on, happened to click on the message thing,
Yeah.
the inbox. We've got all sorts of little message requests.
That's great.
So we will be getting to those right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You'll get a response. Just pardon the delay.
Yeah. And one of the things that's really cool is we've got some
Weirdo
cool connections on Tumblr from the Ask Me Anything. So a couple things. This one came in really cool from Josh Cantrell. And he said, boys, I love the podcast. As a teacher of film and an advisor of a high school film production studio, it is both enjoyable and informative to listen to your show. I've even directed many of my students who are serious about being filmmakers to your podcast when they ask,
Thank you.
Hey, what more can I be doing to become a better filmmaker? I would like to make 2 suggestions for your consumption, he says. Breckenridge Bourbon and Eagle Rare. Thanks for all you do, Josh.
I like that Eagle Rare.
That's awesome. So
we love getting those. I love getting those messages.
Yeah, and just so you know, for those young kids listening, we do not endorse underage drinking.
Not in the slightest.
We would like to encourage you to follow all the laws of the land.
Yes.
And of the airwaves.
Yes.
But we're glad that you're enjoying the filmmaking portion of this podcast.
And when you're old enough, you can enjoy the bourbon.
When you're like
portion.
Josh, your teacher, you can then enjoy the bourbon portion.
Exactly.
So, Josh, thanks so much for listening. That's just so cool. Again, we're building a community. This is a ton of fun.
Yeah.
2015 is coming to an end, but 2016 is so exciting.
It's right around the corner.
A lot of new shows we got, a lot of content.
There's new stuff from us. There's all sorts of new stuff from 3DR, like you just heard.
Yeah, it's going to be
Their
awesome.
2016 is going to be insane.
It is going to be awesome. So we're really excited. And once again, next week, be ready. You're going to hear a really cool show where we're going to take the podcast out of the studio into the Bourbon Bar.
It's going to be fun.
Where we're going to talk with the guys from Watershed Bourbon
up in Columbus, Ohio.
We're going to hear from the people, man. What are they watching? What are they doing?
Exactly.
And it's going to be a lot of fun, and that's going to help round out the year of December. And we might have a couple other shows.
Potentially, but we got to take a break. We got to spend some family time. We got to we got to make a film.
We got to make a film. So
next weekend.
Yeah. So you might see either some special episodes drop, or maybe a rebroadcast, or some sort of
maybe highlights or a list
something.
or something. Just
we'll see.
We always have something for you. No matter what it is, there's content.
Yeah. But thanks so much for listening. Check out the links at ftbpodcast.com. We'll connect you to Watershed. We'll connect you to 3DR.
Go follow them on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and enter to win the swag bag.
Yeah, they got some cool stuff.
Yeah.
They got some
so
great
again,
stuff.
Twitter, at FTB Podcast, at 3D Robotics, hashtag FTB Giveaway, and say something nice.
Absolutely. And just remember, you are still eligible to win the Sennheiser digital clip mic. Be sure to enter. Once again, just like 3DR, you want to shout out to at Sennheiser USA, at FTB Podcast, hashtag FTB Giveaway. That will be giving away on Monday.
Yep. So Twitter and Instagram. It's not going to be on the show.
This coming Monday.
You're not going to hear it. In fact, that was probably the only reminder for any FTB giveaway that you'll ever get again.
Yep. It's a new day.
It's a new day. It's a new dawn.
Is that the James Bond theme song? Oh, geez. All right.
By the way, you need to go see Spectre. Yeah. Anyway, it's a great episode. Looking forward to more.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This podcast was recorded live at Sound Images Studio. Find out more at soundimages.com.